And we are live on this beautiful Wednesday, February 25th. And we're going to switch it up a little bit. Instead of just doing Reddit daily, day in and day out, reading random threads, I'm going to focus on the specific topic daily. So today is, as you see, the title of the stream is Intrusive Thoughts, or I don't even remember the title of the stream. I know it's intrusive versus intentional thoughts. Let's see, let me get stuff pulled up here. And let me close this out because we're good. So, and whoa, that's not what we were looking for. I was reading that with my friend before we got on, while we were testing stuff just 10 minutes ago. But yeah, actually we can go back to that. The research results is we were looking for intrusive thoughts because where is the original thread that led me here? Oh man, did I close it out? It's okay. Oh, of course I get a phone call. It's gonna have to. Actually, give me a second. All right, I'm back. So everyone gets intrusive thoughts. How are OCD and anybody who says they don't have intrusive thoughts, you're lying. In my opinion, our intrusive thoughts are a result of not being intentional with our thoughts. So what I mean by that is, let's see, like a lot of these intrusive thoughts, they're not beneficial to you. So why would you be having them? So my question is, are they really your thoughts? Right? So if you can't control the thoughts that pop into your head, whose thoughts are they? Who's having those thoughts? Is it you having those thoughts? Or is it? And then what's the difference? How do you define an intrusive thought? So thoughts that just enter your mind that you can't help, that you can't reject, you can't quiet, versus intentional obviously is, you put some intention to it, there's some logic behind it. But my biggest thing is, and this is not like something I read, is if you just have the discipline, well, we'll get to that. We're good. Thank you, creative. On both, you're amazing. If you notice, I didn't have to check the stream today to make sure it was good because I have a good friend that did that for us. Thank you so much. But what are intrusive thoughts? Like we said, randomly, and this is, I'm reading examples without you guys seeing anything. Just kidding. I apologize. I will get you right there. Boom. So an intrusive thought is a thought that pops into your head uninvited, unwanted, and sometimes disturbing. Examples, normal human ones, nothing extreme. Randomly imagining yelling in a quiet room. I've never had that. Thinking something inappropriate during a serious moment. Sudden, what if I crash my car right now? Yo, I've had this one. I've had this one like crazy amount of times. I was like, yo, I could have just flown off that fucking bridge and it would be the wrap. I have this all the time. That's crazy. I hadn't read through this whole thing. I just prepped it. Look, I'll show you guys what it did. I said, give me a 1 hour stream script about intrusive thoughts and intentional thinking. And I haven't gone through it yet. We're going through it together. And I'm very open about what I'm doing. But it's still a great topic and interesting to talk about and think about. So yeah, I definitely have the crashing my car right now. Thought remembering an embarrassing moment from 10 years ago. I threw up in sixth grade at the end of class, and it was because I was playing, and it sounds funny, but this is how I knew like radiation, not radiation, but like there was something to like lasers, they have like, I was playing with this fucking laser all day, and I was looking at it, and we were pointing at each other's eyes, like through mirrors, we were like pointing in each other's eyes, and like, yeah, I had that shit pointing in my eyes. I probably pointed that shit in my eye myself. I would hope not, but it was definitely pointing in my eye. But at the end of the day, I was starting to feel nauseous in sixth period. I let it go, man. I couldn't make it out. I tried to teach. I was like, she's like, huh? I'm like, I didn't even wait. I started and then I puked like halfway out. I didn't even make it out of the classroom. I was so embarrassed. That was like literally the most embarrassing thing. Now, when I think about it, I'm like, fuck that. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, okay, I threw up. But back then, it was like fucking like embarrassing. Like, I was like devastated by it. It's crazy. I'm sure everybody has those moments. When we get bigger, we're going to have people call in and share. Shit, as a matter of fact, Creative, you should share right now. Why don't you share? You're here. I would love to hear what your intrusive thoughts, and I'm sure people would love to hear it too. Just on voice. Would you join on voice? If she doesn't, it's okay. I'll keep going. But all right, brain, explain. Brain generates possibilities constantly. Survival mechanism. Pattern detection gone wild. Imagination misfiring. I don't know what the hell it's talking about there. I'm not gonna lie. Ask ChatGPT type. ChatGPT is kind of dumb, so I only take it for with a grain of salt. But I mean, it'll get you going in the right direction, or the wrong direction. But you got to be wise enough to discern the difference. So ChatGPT is very powerful if you're wise enough to discern the difference. Shift tone deeper. Here's the real issue. The problem isn't thought. The problem is what you do after it shows up. See, I disagree with all this bullshit this ChatGPT shit is saying. My solution to this, like, I could tell you what they're gonna do. They're gonna tell you like, oh, why you have these intrusive thoughts and how you should experience them, and like, why you should, like, I don't know, fuck all that. What you should do is start having intentional thoughts on purpose, and force yourself to have intentional thoughts so much that you don't have time for fucking intrusive thoughts. So if you're always focused on something fucking positive, you won't have time to do that. You can't focus on two things at once. My intrusive thoughts are usually accidents related to loved ones. I can in chat, but not on voice at the moment. Okay, that's awesome. Chat is good too. I'll read it. So you said, like, yeah, heart. Appreciate it. Thank you. And your intrusive thoughts are usually accidents related to loved ones. But see, I don't understand. Oh, yeah, I've had that too. Yeah, like, oh shit, my pops was not gonna, like, he's going on a plane trip, and like, God forbid something happens. Yes, you're right. I didn't even think about that. You're right, I have that too. That's crazy. We all have that. So here I am talking about just have intentional thoughts, and you won't have the intrusive thoughts. And I'm having intrusive. I still have intrusive thoughts. That's it though. Nah, I bet you have more that you're not thinking of right now. I guarantee you have more. Like if someone is fleeing to see me or whatever, flying to see me or whatever, right? You ever, when you're driving, have thoughts of like, oh, I could have crashed right here, and my car could have just gone, like rolled down the hill or whatever it is, Like if I would have gone, that car would have fucking sideswiped me or T-boned me. But the more you fight a thought, the more your brain flags it as important. You see that? So yeah, you shouldn't really focus on it. The more you fight a thought, the more your brain flags it as important. Makes sense, right? Because it's gonna remember to like battle it off, so it has to register. Psychology concept, simple explanation. Brain equals attention with importance. Emotional reaction equals reinforcement. Emotional reaction equals reinforcement. You can say, if I tell you not to think about a pink elephant, what just happened? I'm not thinking about shit. Pause. Literally did not think about that because I was reading it with like no intention. Chat answers pink elephant. Exactly. The suppression feeds. What is it? See, I don't agree with this bullshit. So, but we'll read some of it. The identity question. Let's see. What is intentional thinking? Okay, let's go. New pivot. This is what I was talking about. Now pivot. Intentional thinking is different. It's when you choose to direct your intention. Focused analysis. Define it. Purposeful reflection, decision-based cognition, and goal-driven thought. Ask, when you plan your future, that's intentional. When you replay an argument in the shower, is that intentional? I don't replay arguments in the shower. When I'm in the shower, I have the greatest ideas for some reason because I'm in moving water. So fuck ChatGPT, it's wrong. This is bullshit. This is literally all bullshit. I don't know, like ChatGPT 5 is literally bullshit. Like, I don't know what the fuck it's talking about here. But like, I guess what it, like, I get it. I get what it's saying. I definitely get what it's saying. But it's intrusive, automatic. See, that's not, like, they're trying to get you to think that that's, like, what they're saying here, they're saying that's already it because we put a fucking equal sign right there. That makes this. You know what I mean? Like, no, it doesn't, you fucking assholes. You know what I mean? That's what I'm, like, you can't just put equal signs wherever the fuck you want and make things equal. What if thoughts means nothing about me? What if this thought means nothing about me? Explain. Thoughts doesn't equal desires. Thoughts don't equal. Many people fear. What if this thought means something about me? Explain. Who do you expect? They are mental events, not commands. Having an intrusive thought does not mean you secretly want it. No, but yeah, that's true. That's true. If something keeps coming up, fine, I'll think about this. Right. 15 minutes. So, but the people, look, on Reddit are having much bigger problems. So I just wanted to teach y'all what intrusive thoughts are and how we deal with them and all that. Now, let's see what Reddit. We can go to popular, intrusive. There's a whole subreddit for intrusive thoughts that make me severely uncomfortable. Let's go to intrusive communities, intrusive thoughts. Yep. We're going to join that. All right. Is it true that a person dying experienced a complete review of their... That's actually true. Is it true that a person dying experiences a complete review of their life in the final few seconds? 100% true. But it's not. No, not true. You do get flashes from different periods when you were younger. I remember like getting like a couple of like flashbacks to like when I was younger. It's crazy. I don't know. What other these people say? I tell you, but I haven't died yet. It's true that when a person knows he's dying, he stops planning his advancement. That naturally means he looks at his life in its entirety. No, if you people think back on past events, that's about it. Yo, that's actually, this guy is on it. This is it. This is it. Few flashbacks of and then I guess it's a wrap, but I didn't get to that part, luckily. But when I for sure thought I was gonna get shot and killed. I for sure thought I was gonna get shot and killed. I for sure thought I was gonna get shot and killed. That's what happened. I got pulled in the van. They held the gun to my head on Durham, on Holloway and Alston. It's on record, yo. They can look it up on Durham County. I was a victim in the case. And yeah, it happened in 2009, 10. Holloway and Alston, the BP. Look it up. All right, let's go back. Well, how do we end up in those stupid questions? Intrusive thoughts. Damn. All right, let's see. New. We want new. Who has new intrusive thoughts? Oh, no, this is not. We'll do this. Yes. Sorry. I'm getting better at it. Life, like if someone is flying to see me. I'm sorry, I thought that was new. I beg everyone to help me, please. What? My situation is very complicated. Please help me. I'm a female, 26, in 2008. Me and a guy, now 30. We're kind of best friends. After years, when I started going to college, I developed feelings for him. When he did the same thing for me. But even though he really liked me, or maybe even loved me, well, I don't know. He said we can't be together. Because at the time, he knew I was a virgin, and he was a young boy whom I think sexual experiences were very important to him, and he thought that if we got together, I might do something with him that I might later regret, because I was so young. He didn't want to hurt me, even by the slightest chance. He was always protective of me. In short term, he didn't want to be the one who takes it. We never even kissed or anything. Anyways, we separated our ways in university. I met another guy. We fell in love. I loved him with all my heart. It was early 2019, the start of the corona pandemic. Me and him were the same age. He was a virgin like me, but at the same time, all right, blah, 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 blah. The first time I started having intrusive thoughts was that time. I started describing everything to him, thinking something was wrong, and I had to tell him every detail. And because I was ruminating about it, I felt like a bad person and developed severe ROCD. Do you know what that is? Creative. I'm a very bad person for having these thoughts, and maybe I'm a cheater. Maybe I don't love him enough to the point where I felt suicidal because of OCD. It's worth mentioning that in the early days of our relationship, I took nearly 1,000 screenshots of our chats, and during a 2 weeks period, I asked him to answer all my questions about anything from the things we talked about, even the slightest details. And also, for example, there were one times that he had gone to a party or stayed at a friend's house. I asked them several times, even after years. I still asked what happened that night. What were the girls wearing? Nothing sexual happened, and so on. I mean, even though he didn't even have a kiss before me, no clue what that is. Well, I forgot what I even asked you, to be straight. I know I asked you something, but so the answer is no clue, which is good. I still have OCD because I don't remember what it was about anyways. I still had OCD about other experiences that he had, or about my own little experience, which was just a kiss. We were together for almost 6 years. All right, I don't want to hear their fucking... She just wrote this, but do we want to read this? Damn. We were together 6 years, all right, blah, blah, blah. Now me and my first guy mentioned, where's the intrusive thoughts? This is not what we're looking for. That was not an intrusive thought. Relevance, no, new. Oh, that was our fault for going there. For intrusive thoughts 1 hour ago. How do you handle intrusive thoughts? Right here in anxiety. Let's go. If you're anything like me, then you have had intrusive thoughts before, and you handle them then in various ways. Recently, I've seen something here on Reddit, and it triggered me an intrusive thought. It's to the point where I'm at a loss of appetite. It's really bothering. It's as if this my mind has been stained and I can't get it out. I have enough things going on that can't cause depression, and I'm trying to work on it. But this is just really too much for me. I really don't know what to do. I'm kind of young, and I've been dealing with these my whole life. Things in different... What is this thing? What the fuck is he talking about? What is this thing you've seen? And it doesn't matter. No, actually, we don't care. Unless you saw something It's evidence to an unsolved crime. It doesn't matter. Oh, sorry. That's there. So I was thinking. It says, unless you have evidence that something, unless you saw something that's evidence to an unsolved crime, it doesn't matter. How bad is it that you can't stop thinking about it? You can't tell us the story and not say what it is. He just posted, so let's see. I should tell him I saw a video about this right here. Damn, where's my... Hey, can you paste the video link in the chat, please, so I can copy it and paste it? Just looked it up. I guess, oh yeah, ROCD, relationship obsessive compulsive disorder. Interesting. Maybe he committed it. Let's see something. Could be. Can you paste the link to the video? I'm gonna copy it from the chat from you and then put it right here in the comment. I know there's a little delay. There's like 30-second delay or a minute delay. So right. Let's see something. That's fine. We'll go to the next one. ROCD right here. There's a whole... I really just need some advice. So this is, again, relationship obsessive compulsive disorder. So another intrusive thought, type thing. I really just need some advice. I'm doing self-therapy. I purchased Nathan's OCD and anxiety program. Have done it front to back twice, and I focus on ERP every single day, ROCD being the main culprit of this horrible disease. I want to know what these people are doing. Are they being active? Are they going outside and doing some exercise every day? Or what the fuck are they laying in bed and fucking watching TV? I haven't had intimacy with my girlfriend in about a year now because of my intrusive thoughts. They make me feel like I'm not attracted to her in any way, and those slim chances I am make me feel like extremely shallow. I have feelings come... Excuse me? I have feelings come and go every so often that I don't love her. I'm not attracted, or I want to break up, and tears me apart inside and really risks me losing her. For example, last night my gut was wrenching for me to say, end it right now, and part of me felt like there would be some relief. But when I think of it deep down, I know I'd regret all of it. I know I would regret all of it. Hey, you still didn't post the link. Can you post the link to the YouTube video, the YouTube live video in the chat, please? Creative. I would really appreciate it. I don't know why the hell it types in that username. Why doesn't it let me log in? I wish I could interact with this thing. Yeah. All right. I haven't had... So I do, back when we were last intimate, I never saw these thoughts at all. Then the OCD just started. Can I ask how active you are? What do you do on a daily basis? Your routine. And so, yeah, what can I ask how active you are? What do you do on a daily basis? Do you have a routine? Because I think having a routine is fucking huge. Having a routine is huge. Now then, once you have the routine, you got to make sure it's not a negative routine, because that's fucking huge too in a bad way. You don't want to have a negative routine going. But having a routine, negative routine is better than no routine. It is. So it just is what it is. What do we tell them? Can I ask, how active you are? Right. What are your most bizarre, intrusive thoughts at night? I don't have intrusive thoughts at night. I sleep. I should eat a block of cheese. Did I accidentally ruin someone's life in 2006? Roll the highlight reel of every interaction. Hours. I don't get it, but you get an upvote and you get an upvote for me reading it. Crazy emotional whiplash. Where do I go from here? My ex and I broke up a week ago. She dumped me because I didn't give the original guy the upvote to. My ex and I broke up a week ago. She dumped me because I wouldn't go on a 30-day contract. I'm going to forget later. Wait, that was this one. Whatever, everybody can have an upvote. She told me she wouldn't end the relationship because she didn't want to lose me forever and that she didn't want to. Thank you so much. Perfect. That way I didn't have to copy current address. I didn't have to go and open another tab and do all this other shit and close this out. She told me thank you. She wouldn't end the relationship because she didn't want to lose me forever and that she didn't want to meet other guys. We literally went from shopping together one night to destroy the next. She ended it because she said I was her on or no way. Where do I go from here? Is there any way to stop the intrusive thoughts I have of her with other people? Why do you care about her so much? I heard you can get good therapy here. You can get good therapy here. And then I post my link. Oh, that's not it. Shit, that's my studio link. What the fuck? Oh, sorry for that language. Jesus, that was bad. I apologize, guys. Jeez. It's making it really difficult for me to copy that link. Maybe if I make this bigger and make this go right here. There. Sorry for the technical difficulties. But, oh, if I click on it, now I could open it. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Wait. Oh, it's like a... Damn, it's not the YouTube link. It's like a embedded link. Can you just copy the link that's... Oh, it's like a... Damn, it's not the YouTube... It's an embedded player, but it's okay. That would work. You know what I'm talking about? It might not. This is fine. They could get there. If I can copy this link, though, that's my problem. I wasn't able to copy it from over there. Copy video URL. Boom. Got it. Thank you so much. There we go. Because before it was posting a studio link. Thank you. You're the best. I don't know what I was talking about the link. It's all the same link, probably. I was wrong. I was just looking to pick a fight. Sorry. People who quit smoking. What made you quit? Was there some kind of people who quit smoking? What made you quit? That's not an intrusive thought. No. Come on, bro. You're off topic. Design. We want intrusive. Oh, if we go in like that, I think that will be better. Yeah, there we go. Look at I built an ADHD timer that parks your intrusive thoughts. Looking for my first 20 Android users. Let's go. 23 minutes ago. Well, I built an ADHD timer that parks your intrusive thoughts. Looking for my first. What do you mean parks your intrusive thoughts? You just want my fucking beta, dickhead. I made an app called Remind Focus because I was tired of losing my flow every time a random thought popped into my head. Instead of stopping your timer to deal with distractions, you park them in a quick memo and deal with them later. It also has a built-in white and brown noise to drown out background chatter. Right now, I'm stuck with Google's rules. I need 20 people to test the app for 14 days before I can launch it publicly. I need 20 heroes to try it and give me honest feedback. It's 100% private, local data only, no ads and no accounts. Android beta form, Mac OS. Not trying to spam. I'm a sole developer with ADHD just trying to get this tool into the world. Happy to answer any questions. Well, there you go. Since he can advertise, I heard about, oh no, I know. I'm going to sign up if you can convince me. I'm live. Fuck it. If I get banned from this, it's side project for subreddit. Who gives a fuck? I mean, I'm in this side project subreddit. Let's see if he comes in and convinces me. You think he'll come in and convince me? Since he's promoting links, why can't I promote links and shit, you know? All right. This is a great way to do it. You know, you just search what you want, and then it'll show it to you in all different subreddits. So you don't have to worry about somebody banning you from your fucking subreddit. Assholes. What kind of... Well, they could have just told me not to post. I don't know. I don't even remember what I got banned for. What kinds of fallen or dead greater beings does your world have? What are your most bizarre, intrusive thoughts at night? We read that already, right? Yes, we did. Let's see. How to ignore an intrusive thought that is based on truth. That's a good one. My OCD revolves mostly around my cat and her safety. Since I left for work, I have been obsessing over the fact that you didn't lock the bathroom door. The bathroom has a bouquet of lilies and highly toxic flowers to cats. Why the hell would you have them there then? My mom revived them as a gift, so we compromised and made her keep them in the bathroom where my cat usually doesn't go. And I'm worried my cat will try to go into the bathroom to leave through the window. I'm close to her cat flap, LOL, and touch the flowers. I can normally ignore the OCD though, but this is harder because she does sometimes try to leave through the bathroom, so it's a very real possibility. I'm fucking stressing. I'm not looking for reassurance, but how the fuck do you deal with the realistic? Why the fuck would the cat try to eat toxic flowers? Why would the fucking cat, the freaking cat, eat toxic flowers? Eat toxic flowers as first choice. As I know they eat grass and shit, but especially if they're hanging up, as first choice that are hanging up. You said, what the fuck is this lady talking about? Said, you sound cuckoo. You sound woo cuckoo. I can't leave work to check on her, and I won't be home for hours. Actually, here, I can go check for you. I can go check for you. Let me know. This is great when you're in different subreddits. You can say whatever the hell you really feel. Tell them how you really feel. Because if they ban you, who cares? You're going to be okay, I promise. No, you're not. Hello, fellow RJ people. Retroactive jealousy subreddit. I thought I'd update you on my retroactive jealousy progress. I had a pretty bad spike earlier this week, and I'm recovering okay. That's not intrusive thoughts right here. Intrusive thoughts, not safe for work. Let's not go there. Intrusive thoughts. What is going on? Why is there so many? Once an addict, always an addict? Hell no. That's not the thing. Additional trigger warnings. I'm going to talk about Xanax, alcohol, weed, masturbation, meth, and we're going to skip and fentanyl. Please be advised. We're going to skip the masturbation part, but okay. I'm California sober. Only weed, and even then I only buy weed maybe once a month for a fun weekend. I used to drink, take Xan, smoke weed every minute of the day. I overdosed from a combo of Xanax and vodka, and it scared me straight. I was 14, going through the shakes and with the withdrawals by myself, but it made it to the other side. I traded one addiction for another. I already smoked weed at that point, but I went from a quarter a week to a half an ounce a week. I worked for my dad's remodeling company, so I had the money. When weed wasn't enough, I started doing something else every day. I do both at the same time just to escape my head. Just weed and smoke. I've been going to therapy since I was 16. It helped me with the playing with himself, but not with the weed. I used weed as a crutch to get through the worst of my younger years, and as my life slowly got better, I slowly cut back on smoking. I got to the point where I just don't understand how people need to masturbate like that much. It's like, what, you need to? I didn't need it. I just to leave my house. It took me turning 24, but hey, we got there. I got to the point where I didn't need it just to leave my house. Things have slowly been getting worse. I can feel the urge to default to numbness, and smoking weed is at least an enjoyable numbness. Every time I bought weed the last 6 months, I think about how easy it would be to fall back into not dealing with anything. In my woes, I decided to clean my grinder of all the keef and small bits of left behind to put together a small bowl of smoke. There's nothing wrong with smoking weed. I used to split up my weed back when I started cutting back. These baggies came from my meth-fentanyl addiction. There's a problem smoking meth and fentanyl. He swore he never used them, and I believed him. I still do believe he told me the truth. I just think he was so high he forgot. I had never had an issue with these baggies. I put weed in and out of them so many times I've lost track. I'm guessing he just used a single bag, and that either I never managed to use that bag, unlikely, or it was down in the crease of the bag, and because I was using nugs, it just never cross-contaminated enough for me to notice. It's fucking frightening to think there's possibly been meth on my weed before, and I just didn't notice it because I had enough weed to stay high all day. I mean, even if some got on your weed, you would be fine. You're not gonna fucking feel it. Well, I cut the baggies open. I haven't used them in a little bit over a year, and now I live in a state where only medical weed is legal, so I'd rather not get busted with bags. They get me for intent to distribute when I've never sold weed in my life. I take my little weed brush, a cheap plastic paint brush. Weed comes off plastic bristles before than a regular brush. He's talking about smoking ounces, and then now he's like fucking brushing up shake and dust out all the corners of every bag. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm all excited. I've got like half a bowl of straight keef. Throw it in my bong and take 2 big-ass rips to kill it all. It smacks me hard, but I don't think much of it because I don't smoke that much anymore, and it's keef. The first half hour goes by, and the weed is starting to wear off, but not the high. My hands are shaking. My heart feels like it's pounding in my ears, but I'm still not panicking yet. Some strains make me anxious, and I've always been able to talk myself down, so I'm trying all my techniques. We hit 1 hour mark, and I'm starting to freak out. I can feel how hard my heart is beating. There's no weed left mellowing it out anymore. I'm shaking like a damn leaf. It hits me where I got these bags and what's likely going on. I'm probably just smoked a sprinkle of meth in my weed. I don't think there was meth in every bag. I would have OD'd if I had managed to get some out of every bag. No, you wouldn't. You can't OD on meth, you fucking idiot. I shower, I eat, I throw on a TV show, and I just pray for it to go away. As we approach the 2 hour mark, he probably put some fucking meth in it just to see what it felt like. He's like, oh, look, there's some meth in one of these bags. And he's like, oh, yeah, it just got in there. Somehow it just got in there. My wife wakes up. How the fuck did he know meth got in there? Because he put that shit in there. My wife wakes up. My nerve, guaranteed. He just doesn't want to say it. My nerves are fried at this point. I can still hear my heart in my ears, feel it pounding my chest. My hands never stop shaking. It's like a soft disclosure. I cry to my dear wife about how scared I am and what I'm pretty sure I've done. Yeah, you put fucking meth in it. You smoked meth. They spent the next hour and a half with me talking about me through it. Cuddles, more food, kind words. It helps out, but the feeling like my chest is trying to crawl out my throat doesn't subside. At the end of the hour and a half with my wife, it finally stops. I'm exhausted, like I've ran around the world twice kind of exhaustion. I haven't been this scared since I was 14. And yet, the first half hour was amazing. I hate myself for even thinking it. But I know me and my addictions. This motherfucker smoked fentanyl and meth before. He knew what the fuck he was doing. But I know me and my addictions. I know that pretending I didn't have the craziest high I've ever experienced would make it go away. So here I sit, remind myself how scary it was, how it killed my brother, how it's the kind of addiction that ruins your entire life and people around you. Yet that's still that tiny voice whispers in the back of my brain. I will never buy meth. I threw away the bags, the brush, cleaned my grinder and my bong with 9% rubbing alcohol. There's no hesitation when I say I never want to feel like that again. But being an addict is an odd thing. If I had more weed, would it have been enjoyable? Would it have been enjoyable? If I had known beforehand, could I have handled it better? He knew beforehand. He's full of shit. He knew beforehand. Along with 100 other tiny justifications that the addict in me can't spew. Yeah, like, oh, I accidentally got meth in my weed. One time, like, if you've seen it, especially you're fucking grinding out to the point where it's a bowl or two, that's not a lot of fucking shake. You can see the meth. You can pick it out, yo. You can literally pick every piece of meth out. He's getting called the fuck out. You're talking about you scrape up a few bowls, right? You're telling me you're telling me you couldn't pick out. Let me write this in I'll tell you. You can pick out the meth out of it. I mean, if that's your statement, I understand. I believe you. I just want to make sure I heard you right. I read you right. Yeah. You were talking about you scraped up a few bowls, right? You're telling me you couldn't pick out the meth out of it? I mean, if that's your statement, I believe you. I just wanted to make sure I read it right. Because that's bullshit, yo. How you got 2 bowls and you can't pick the meth out of it? You can pick the fucking meth out of it. You can put it, there's a million different ways to pick it. I don't care how dusty or powdery it is. Weed is, unless your weed's also powdery, and then like at that point, but like, I don't know. I think he's full of shit. I think he smoked that meth on purpose. But let me answer his question. As an addict is not always. An addict is not a thing. An addict is a person who has a bad hobby, basically. An addict is a person who has a hobby of doing drugs. You can change your hobbies. That's the best way I can put it. Damn. So an addict is a person who has a hobby of doing drugs. You can change your hobbies. That's literally, that's all me, no AI. And that's how I was talking about AI, and I was saying that I have a different perspective on things because being, a ESL person, and how, a lot of people don't see, that's why I see a lot of things that a lot of people don't see. But yeah, an addict, an addict, you're not an addict for life unless you choose to keep that as your hobby for life. You know what I mean? It's crazy. How over here, they train people once you're an addict, you're gonna do that for life. You can't change. You can't do anything else. What the fuck? So you mean when I'm not doing that, I'm still that? How the fuck does that make sense? It don't make no sense. Hot teacher, intrusive thoughts. Why you gotta post pictures? Oh, it's porn. Anyone get anxious that intrusive thoughts aren't intrusive? Yeah, I don't get anxious about it, but I know they're not intrusive sometimes, a lot of times. So you know how sometimes you have thoughts, and a good thing to do that people should practice is to analyze the thought in a way is this thought good for me? Is it beneficial for me? or is it negative toward, like, is it for me? Is it gonna help me in any way? This thought, like, period. Like, is it gonna raise my mood? Is it gonna help me in any way? Or is it gonna hurt me in any way? And if it's helping you, then you know that thought is coming from you. If the thought is hurting you or telling you to do something that's gonna affect you in a negative way in any way, even like in the smallest way, that's probably not your thought. Why would you think something that's gonna hurt yourself? That's, whether there's the candida in your stomach, you know what I mean? Some people say it like the bacteria. Some people say it's, microchips. Some people say it's God and spirits. Who knows what it is? But there's something there. There's a system there. So, but all right, let's see. OCD. Anyone get anxious that intrusive thoughts aren't intrusive? You ever get anxious that your thoughts aren't intrusive? Let's see what else. Scheduled thinking. Redirecting international. Neutral observation. So practical techniques. Now give value. Technical section. So how do you get rid of actual direction? Instead of I'm a bad person for thinking that, say that's an intrusive thought. Right. For me, that's easy. And that's, I think that's why I don't have, maybe in Russian. So in Russia, it was the same thing. When I was in cars, when we were driving, I'd have intrusive thoughts of cars crashing and I still do. I see a motorcycle riding, and I just picture him fucking smacking into the back of a truck or, and I have seen it happen before. I've actually had the intrusive thought, and the same shit happened. But yeah. You don't ever have that when you're driving creative, intrusive thoughts of just anything on the road happening, oh shit, this could happen. I don't know if that's an intrusive thought. It doesn't keep bothering me. It's not obsessive, but it's definitely something that pops into my head, Closing reflection. You can't stop thoughts from appearing, but you can decide which one gets a seat at your table. I think what's important also, if somebody's having intrusive thoughts to the point where it's doubting yourself, or oh, thank you, you posted it there too, you're the best. Oh, and I can actually copy it in that chat. That's funny. I can highlight it and copy it here. Interesting. But neutral observation. Oh, interesting. My brain produced that. No fight, no drama. Redirecting intentionality. What do I think about this right now? What actually matters? Then deliberately shift. Schedule. Forget what all this shit is saying. Just remember what I said. If the thought is good for you or positive for you or it's beneficial for you, you go with it and you amplify it and you support it. If the thought is negative and going to affect you in a negative way in any way, you naturally think of something different. Think of something that's positive. Don't focus, as much as you can. And you got to tell yourself you can. But my mental state intrusive thoughts have been getting worse lately. Prior to this, I used to be able to ignore my intrusive thoughts and now move on, but now it's causing really big distress. I remember thoughts I had from ages ago. I had some intrusive thoughts recently, that I've been dealing with too, ages ago, that I most likely ignored. And since my brain doesn't even fully recall, I start to what if everything about the thought. I can't tell what's real and what's not. I get so worried that I was thinking about the thought because I wanted to, not because it was intrusive. I started to think I enjoyed the thought or thought it on purpose even though I vaguely remember not enjoying it or ignoring it. I haven't seen this talked about, so let me know if anyone relates. I have something similar. Recently, I started to worry about my ruminations. I cannot relate. I'm sorry. I've seen this talked about, so let me know if anyone relates. I can tell what's real and what's not, so I get worried. Oh, another place for us to drop our link. I Dr. Phil is live helping people now. People now. Yo. Post questions in chat. Yo, Dr. Phil's in the house. Dr. Phil is answering any questions you guys have. Anybody from Reddit, you got any questions, just post them in the chat. Dr. Phil got you. Or Dr. Dmitriy. Well, I'm not a doctor. That's just joking. It's satire. Look, link is safe. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Look, as long as you're not self-advertising, creative, I think you're good. You know what I mean? In a lot of subs. You just can't go and be like, oh, this is my stuff. Here, watch my shit, listen to my shit. Let's go back to let's check our regular Reddit with Dmitry. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see your notifications actually. The content breaks one or more rules which can be found. Oh no, OCD. Oh, that's the same. At least that's the same subreddit. We just posted it again, and I bet the content breaks one. What's the rule? Which can be found on our homepage. Please read them before continuing to post. Sorry. Oh no, I gotta remove my last comment. Where's my last comment? Oh shoot. We can go here. I'm gonna delete it. Look, see, I'm not a terrible person. I'm not gonna be an asshole after he asked me not to continue to post, and I'm gonna post that. Dr. Phil's over here fucking. Yeah, that would be fucked up. All right, let's go read their rules really quick. Let's see what we did wrong. Okay. Which can be found on your homepage. Please, the content breaks one or more of the subs rules which can be found on our homepage. Please review them before continuing to post. Why would the freak eat talks? Yeah, they're hanging up. You said you sound cuckoo. Oh, because I called her crazy, probably, huh? You probably can't call people crazy. You probably can't call people crazy. I'm sure that's the thing. I should have known that. Is it because I called her crazy? Can I ask? Is it because I called her cuckoo? Give myself a download for that shit. What the fuck was I thinking? Where's the homepage of OCD? Community highlights. Please read this before posting. Okay. There has been an increase in the number of posts in individuals who are feeling suicidal. And to be perfectly honest, most of us... Damn, I fucking need to go back and delete cuckoo. I'm a dickhead. Oh, fuck, I'm a dickhead. Oh no, so sorry. It was a joke. Haha, hee hee. Edit. It was a joke. A haha, hee hee. Hey hey. So sorry. Okay, hopefully we made amends in the OCD subreddit. Let's go back to Dmitry. Reddit with Dmitry. Am I the asshole stuff? For a second. Am I the jerk for telling my brother that his girlfriend is not welcome? Is that an intrusive thought? No, but it's not recent. Let's see if there's anything recent that's good really quick. I just got a call from the alleged processor. No, we don't care. Put a twist on go. AI. I feel like I'm running out of time. I'm 18. Family thinks I'm wrong for being mad at them and my adopted dad. Am I tripping? View not safe for work content. I can't do it on YouTube. Building change ownership and now management company advising my sub. Am I the asshole for refusing to watch TV series with my wife? Hell no. I can't post on this, but I will message this guy. In the past 6 months, we have started about 8 TV series. We get super into it, are excited by it, and then the wife just loses interest. That's 8 TV series that we began and never finished. For example, Chernobyl. I was so excited to watch this. We watched 2 episodes, and then anytime I suggest we watch more, she says she's not in the mood for that today and puts something else on. This has happened so many times, and I'm honestly just sick of getting something getting into something just to get no chance of finishing it. To make it worse, if I ask whether I can watch the rest alone, she pulls a face and says she wants to watch the rest of it and wants me to wait. Then when I mention it, when we can watch it together, she says she's not today. We live in a small apartment and both work from home, so we're either out doing something or at home, sat on the sofa, so I get no chance to watch or start series on my own. My wife is not upset with me because I refuse to start a new series with her, despite her suggesting a few movies, fine, series we've seen before. Why does he have to watch the end of the series? I'm currently banned from this, but why? So what do you think? Am I being an asshole? Yes, bro. Why do you have to? Why won't she finish a series? Why do you have to fucking finish the series? Bro, yes, you're being an asshole. Why do you have to finish the series? Message. We're messaging him. Let me show you guys. Look, I got this unlocked. Watch this. I should have had that prepped, but it's okay. See, now you can see me messaging. So, yeah, dude, is it really that important for you to finish a made-up story for a sitcom? That it would be even close to a problem? Like, in reality, you know, when you see the thing, I don't know, that's to me that it would be even close to a problem. Why are you so invested in these fucking shows? You so invested in these shows. They don't even know you exist. Even know you exist. Not that that matters, but that doesn't matter, so that's kind of irrelevant. But just, I get, and if he is, he should be able to, having said that, your wife is a fucking bitch, having said that, your wife is a bitch, your wife is tripping, I'm not going to call her a bitch, if she won't let you finish the show without her. That's some controlling ass shit. Especially if she's not, especially if she doesn't want to watch it. That's extremely controlling. So, extremely controlling behavior. Might seem. It might seem benign. Watch this. But there's a monster under there. Monster under there. Possibly. So I said, yeah, then how would it be even close to a problem? Like, with the shows, why are you so invested in these shows? Having said that, if your wife is tripping a good word? Tripping is not a good word. Upset. But tripping is upset. Yeah, if she won't let you finish the show without her, especially if she doesn't want to watch it. That's extremely controlling behavior. It might seem benign, but there's a monster under there. Possibly. Huh? Oh, I'm permanently banned from advice. Ignore. Permanently banned from Am I the Asshole? Ignore. Bye-bye. Am I the asshole? You're getting permanently banned. Mute. Yes, mute. Bye-bye. Am I the asshole? Ban for you. Popular. Intrusive thoughts. So, yeah, back to intrusive thoughts, though. To wrap it up, the way to deal, in my opinion, like, everybody has intrusive thoughts, some more severe than others. like I don't have them that bad, so I can't say that I've experienced them to the point where like it's affected me daily. But what I can say is if you focus on something that intentionally, something else, you won't have time for those intrusive thoughts. And but also I think a lot of times people have intrusive thoughts because they're insecure maybe. And you have to realize that everybody has a level of insecurity, and it doesn't matter. Like most people, why you shouldn't be insecure is because most people are not actually worried about you. Everybody is not worried about you. Everybody's worried about themselves. We're all worried about themselves. I'm worried about myself. I'm worried about how I'm going to look on camera doing this. Everybody's worried about how they look doing what they're going to do. So, you know, eventually you just got to say, fucking just do what you want to do. Like, who cares what other people think? You think if I cared, I'd be on here streaming to 0 viewers, 1 viewer, 2 viewers, talking to myself? No, I'm doing this like for myself, and also because I don't care that people will see me struggling at the beginning. Like, okay, great, let's go, give me more. I love you all. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, the 25th. I'll be back tomorrow with another topic.